Okay, so I don't mean to use this person's words in association with this other person's project, but the girls are girling. This episode was giving what it was giving. So let's give it what we got. Okay, so the episode starts off with Glenn giving us some breaking news. And I couldn't be happier because I know that me, along with a whole bunch of other people, did not know what the hell was going on. We didn't know who the hell Mac was, where he came from, why there was so much tension, but Glenn laid it all out. Apparently, Mac was never invited to this brunch. And Dior, you got a lot to say for somebody who was also never invited to this brunch. But you made good use of your time because while you was there, you snapped a picture of Mac and you put it in a group chat. Then a zebra comment came out of nowhere. So, that's all we know as of right now. Fanning breaks his collarbone. Or did he? Because I went on down to Auntie Ebby's channel and she made a valid point. Maybe this was just a scratch and a bruise from when you was entangled in that goddamn rope when y'all did that obstacle course. I don't know, because you gave like, it was a weird answer. You ran into a door panel because you got into it with your roommate and it was a minor surgery. But the next time we saw you sitting down with Dior, no brace, no bandage, you was good to go, girl. So, for somebody who had broken a bone, a collarbone at that, a sling wouldn't have did it. Dior and this party planning. Now, the girls down to the live chat said you was giving Xfinity teas when they come over to hook your shit up. Now, I'm not gonna say that that's what you was giving, but what I will say is thank God for the mama. Thank God for Mama Fish, because she asked all the questions, the setup, show me some of your work, do you have edible arrangements, like, why you just clickety clack like the Geek Squad, baby, and you not giving no information. You just answering her questions. And from what you named, and from what you said you was gonna provide, how in the entire fuck did you come to $910 as a grand total? This is a $250, $300 party at best. This is worse than Whitney Rose on Salt Lake City spending over $350,000 on something that $1,000 could have handled. Please tell me this was a fake scene. Because based on what you doing with this company and what I'm seeing in this scene, you can't plan a trip to the restroom for me, let alone a goddamn party. Nah. The only thing that was together was the lettering and the embroidery on that shirt. You gonna have to come better than that. Glenn, Solo, and Mac. So first y'all do the little arcade situation. Then y'all sit down on these cute swings. The swings were so goddamn cute. So then y'all got to talking, and I'm guessing, I don't know what y'all was trying to get at, but the starter question was, Mac, what do you feel about the group? And he was giving vague answers. He was like, it is what it is. I got my eye on everybody. I'm side-eyeing everybody. And for y'all to kind of get offended shows y'all age. Because, bitch, he don't know y'all. So he should be side-eyeing y'all. He shouldn't openly go into this thing trusting y'all, knowing that y'all already have a previously formed friendship. Like, that's not how this works. I don't know y'all. Y'all know each other. Because if y'all knew me, I would be in the group chat as well. I'm the outsider. So why should I trust y'all? So they trying to get it out of him and trying to get what they want of an answer out of him. And Glenn was like, well, you might as well tell us how you really feel. He's still being vague. So he said, well, let me break it all the way down for you. So this is what I've gathered, y'all. Dior took the pick. Either Dior or somebody else got offended because Mac was talking to their ex, and that made that action cause them to not like Mac. Then Fannin got down to the chat when the picture was dropped and called the boy the zebra from Madagascar. I believe the term was, it's giving Madagascar. So, let me just ask y'all this. Why do y'all want a reaction out of this boy so bad? Y'all want him to react so, and he is reacting, but it's not the reaction that y'all want. So y'all gonna keep poking and prodding to get something out of him. And yeah, he played the IG game with y'all by going through people's pictures and trying to shake them, but he don't care. Y'all are not important to him. He don't give a fuck. Why do y'all want a reaction out of him so badly? But if y'all do, put yourselves in his position. How would you feel if you were new to a group just trying to get to know everybody and they was eating you up in a private chat? I mean, wearing you out, baby. And you still gotta show up because you got work to do. You got a job, baby. So, at this point, y'all are just co-workers. And I ain't friends with co-workers. So, bitch, that's why I'm standoffish and not telling y'all how I really feel. Because y'all ain't worthy. Y'all don't fuck with me. So eventually they got off of Mac, and Glenn was like, so, Solo, you and Quan, y'all was all buddy-buddy at one point, and then down to the arcade or the obstacle course or whatever, y'all was getting ready to fight. And at that point, Mac had enough. He said, girl, listen, you all in everybody else's business and you behind the scenes. What's your team? And Glenn was like, okay, well, He gave his thoughts on what he felt about everybody else, but he still ain't spilled no tea about himself. He just giving his stuff. Glenn, I see you for your works, girl. You gave your thoughts on everybody else. And Mac was picking up on that shit. He said, baby, at this point, it's giving interviews. It's giving we being interviewed. Now, while he had a point, it's all about the grand finale, baby. And Glenn closed your ass when he said, well, baby, if it's the interview, well, you definitely didn't get the job. Fannin and Dior. I done already talked about how I felt like Fannin healed up miraculously fast. But once they sat down, they got to talking about the whole obstacle course situation. And Dior was like, I felt like Quan threw us under the bus. Bitch, I understand you have an alliance with Mac, but bitch, you was cackling in this chat just like everybody else. So don't act like you ain't have no part in this, because you know you did. They got off of that, and then they started talking about Quan throwing a pajama party. And Fannin asked, could he bring somebody? Skirt! Hard stop. Baby, if y'all are just getting to know each other, hell fuck no. But if we friends and this mutual person knows you, then I can, okay, can this person come? Can Keisha come? You know, 1, 2, 3. But girl, And then before Dior could really get an answer out his mouth, the person who you asking to be invited is walking up to the table. So before you ask if he can come to the party, let me know he coming tonight. That would have been the end of the scene, bitch, because I would have got my purse, my keys, and strutted the fuck to my car. Bitch, don't play with me. Don't do that. I do not like surprises. I mean, unless it's like grand and the Reagan's involved. Other than that, no. And then Malcolm's energy. He sits down, are they gonna be like you? Are they going? You said yourself that this was a broad question. So if he's asking you, what do you mean? Simplify it, bitch. Don't, are they, I'm not stupid. I can understand the question. I don't understand what you mean by the question. There's a difference. And speaking of a difference, why I keep wanting to call this baby Quan? Dior is way different than me. Cause the little, why you bringing 2 dogs comment, that was cute. But if I told you no, we gonna get to it. But the question alone would have gotten your ass uninvited. I don't know you. This is my first time meeting you. I'm putting up air quotes because I love you, Markel, but this is showbiz. This is my first time meeting you. So I don't know you. You're barely invited, and you want to bring a canine? No, ma'am. So we get to the party. And the bitch brings the dog. I'm only gonna stay 2 minutes. No, you're only just leaving. Because if I said no, that's what the fuck I mean. He wouldn't have even made it past the threshold. Come on, Portia's Family Matters. It would have been a threshold conversation. Because, bitch, your feet wouldn't have struck inside of my goddamn place. I said no. I don't get a cute dog. I don't give a fuck. Fuck that dog. You're barely invited, Scooby-Doo. So why in the fuck would I let you bring Scrappy? No. And then again with the energy. Just, bitch, I don't give a fuck what you trying to prove. You are in my house at this point. Put some respect on my name. And speaking of respect, Dior, this is your home. If you don't want this bitch to be in your home, kick her the fuck out. All of this, you can go. All of that energy, save it. Bye, bitch. So then Malcolm leaves finally because he got a flight to catch. It was bored. Girl, if it was so boring, why did you come by? If it's a prime example, I have been to a boring party before. And bitch, thank God for that phone call that I got. That took me outside that was so important that I just had to leave in the moment because I had a family emergency, bitch. If you trying to leave from a boring situation, do what you gotta motherfucking do. You don't look like somebody who got a flight to catch. Is Coco going with you? Because if not, then you need to check her into a pet hospital or a pet hotel. So then they get back inside. They talking about Mac. Mac said he was going to slap somebody, but he not there to slap nobody. And I just want to know if he was going to... Girl, why you got so much steam for something you started? Dior, this whole thing is because of you in that picture. So, no. This whole thing is because you were at brunch. Then it continued because of you in that picture. So, why you got so much smoke? For something you created. But the episode and the night ended well. Everybody was shaking their ass. I thought Glenn came with the trade. That's what I thought I saw walking through the door with Glenn. But apparently I was corrected. People in the chat ripped my ass to shreds and said, bitch, what motherfucking trade? Bring in the dancing queens. Because it was ladies' night. And the feeling was right. But that's what this episode gave. It gave what it gave, so I gave it what I had. Make sure you were liking, commenting, subscribing, and that your notifications are on. Tomorrow night, Kitty Box episode, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure your face is in the place. Love y'all.